in period 9, unit 3. Let's start with the activities, and here is the activity. Number 1, work in pairs, compare the 3 mini buses. That means that is no bus but small buses, mini bus. Okay, we should compare it and know which one is smaller, bigger, faster, heavier. That is, here is the I will read and explain. The coach and a teacher are closing a new minibus for the school sport team. Look at the table and compare the buses like this. Take the parts of the coach and teacher. Student A, the Montana is bigger than then complete, isn't it? Student B, yes, but it isn't as big as is it? Student A, that's right, is the biggest of all. Here is how big is it? Carries 24, carries 12, carries 17. How safe is it? This is, you should answer by yourself. How comfortable is it? Comfortable بمعنى مريح. You can put here, count the stars and put. How expensive is it? قديش سعره؟ 32,000, 27,000, 29,000. How expensive is it to use? Here is to use. Now, work in pairs, read and discuss the mini buses. The head teacher has sent this note. Discuss safety and comfort like this. So first, it has to be safe. Well, this is B. Well, the road runner is the safest. A, and I think that is safe enough too, but I don't think he some points and space is safe enough. You can discuss size and cost like this. So it is also has to carry 14 people, for example. Well, the skyline is the biggest, and is big enough too, but the is big is too small. Here is the text that you will take from the note of the teacher. To Mary Ellen Tony West from Peter Best, head teacher, date the 15th of November, subject new minibus for the school sports team, and so on. Okay, now I will help in the answer, but not all the answer. You should do this by yourself because this is very important, and the examination came with the comparative and superlative. So you try to understand this by yourself and try to answer and to make sentences and to answer questions. Okay, write back to the head teacher. Name the right minibus for the school and say why. Start like this. After a lot of thinking, we have decided that the right minibus for our school is we think that it is enough and enough to it is enough to carry, it is also not too expensive to finally it is not, and so on. Work in pairs, talk about yourselves when you were young. احكي عن نفسك لما كنت صغير. Make statements like this: when I was too young, for example, I wanted to ride my big brother bike, but I couldn't because I was too small to ride it. It wasn't big enough to ride it. Here is the answers that I talked to you that I will help. Here is period 9 and here is activity 3. Answer may vary. Okay, that's mean you can answer by yourself as you need. After a lot of thinking, we have decided that the right minibus for our school is the Montana. We think that it is comfortable enough and safe enough. 2. It is big enough to carry 17 people. It is also not too expensive to use. Finally, it is not the most expensive. Then we move to period 10. Okay, now period 10, let's start with the activity. Look at the picture and answer the question. This is a chart. This is a chart. Here is the chart. Now look at the picture and answer the question. What is the speaker and who is the speaker? Sorry, who is the speaker and where is he? Number 2, what has he been speaking about? Now let's look to the answers and he is Dr. Black and he speak at school. He's been talking about being healthy. Okay, now to move to another activity, listen to part 1 and complete the notes. Now we will listen to this part.
10. Activity 2. Part 1.
Now, a healthy heart is a very important thing, and being fit is very important too. And even before exercise, there's something very different between the heart of a fit person and the heart of someone who isn't fit. If you're not very fit, your normal heart rate is probably about 70 beats a minute. But if you're very fit, your normal heart rate is probably less. And you know, some top runners have a heart rate of just 40 beats a minute. And that's very different, I think you'll agree. And what about during exercise? Well, if you're not fit, your heart rate rises quickly, and then you get out of breath fast. However, if you're fit, the changes are smaller. You get out of breath more slowly, and your heart rate rises less quickly. And finally, what about after exercise? If you're not fit, you can only get your breath back slowly, and your heart rate falls slowly to its normal rate. However, if you're fit, you can get your breath back more quickly, and your heart rate falls faster.
Here is the answer. Before exercise, 70, less. During exercise, rate slowly. heart rate quickly after exercise, breathe, heart rate normal, breathe, heart rate faster. Okay, now let's move to activity 3. Activity 3, either and here is the answers. Activity 3, either you should hear to
size Steve's
Period 10, Activity 4, Part 2.
Now, let's have a look at this chart. You see, we've done a kind of test with 2 young people, Steve and Kate. Kate is fit, but Steve is not. Let's find out what happened. Before exercise, Steve's normal resting heart rate was 73 beats a minute. Then, when he started doing exercise, his heart rate rose quickly to 155 beats a minute. And then, when he stopped exercising, his heart rate fell very slowly to its normal resting rate after 3 minutes 20. But now, when we compare that with Kate, we see something very different. To start with, Kate's resting heart rate was just 65 beats a minute. And then, when she started doing exercise, her heart rate rose less, to just 132 beats a minute. And it also rose more slowly. And after exercise, her heart rate fell faster than Steve's, and returned to its normal resting rate after just 1 minute 30.
Period 10, Activity 4, Part 2.
Now let's move to the answers. Here is the answer. Number 1, a red line, Steve, blue line, Kate. Number 2, Kate is fit, Steve is not fit. Number 3, Steve's resting rate was higher than Kate's. Steve's rate went up much more quickly than Kate's, and it was higher than Kate's. Steve's rates fell more slowly than Kate's. Now let's move to the phonetics for pronunciation. Practice your pronunciation. The sounds of the. There is the and the and the. Listen carefully and tell me what happened with you.
Activity 5. 1,
A healthy heart.
2,
Important thing.
3,
There's something.
4,
Then you get
5,
out of breath.
6,
The changes.
1,
A healthy heart is a very important thing.
2,
There's something that's very different.
3,
Then you get out of breath fast.
4,
If you're fit, the changes are smaller.
I will give the answers and then listen again. Okay? The answers is number 1, the. Number 2, the. Number 3, the. Number 4, the. Number 5, the. Number 6, the. Okay? Now, listen again and
Period 10, Activity 5. 1,
A healthy heart.
the.
2,
important thing.
the
3,
There's something.
the
4,
Then you get
the
5,
out of breath.
the
6,
The changes.
the
1,
A healthy heart is a very important thing.
2,
There's something that's very different.
3,
Then you get out of breath fast.
4,
If you're fit, the changes are smaller.
Now let's move to period 11, and here is the chart. Listen and write down what you hear, then I will give the answer.
Period 11, Activity 1. 1. Jamie went football training before he was really fit, so he soon started sweating, and then he collapsed on the ground. 2. There is always the danger of an injury in any sport, so it is sensible to warm up before you begin with gentle exercises for various muscles.
This is very important. This is a dictation, and try to write it. Here is the answer. Here is the answer. See the audio. Here is the answer. And I will play it again. I think it is confused delay.
Period 11, Activity 1. 1. Jamie went football training before he was really fit, so he soon started sweating, and then he collapsed on the ground. 2. There is always the danger of an injury in any sport, so it is sensible to warm up before you begin with gentle exercises for various muscles.
Now, here is the listening of the unit, and we should complete, look at Dr. Black's chart again, use it to complete the table. Here is the table. Red, normal hair trap, blue hair trap of very fit person. Okay, here is the answer. Here is the answers. 173, 65, number 2, 155, 135. 2, number 3, 3 minutes 20 seconds, 1 minute 30 seconds. Let's move to activity 3. Work in pairs, ask and answer questions. Student A take the part of a student asks question like this. Here is many questions. What was Steve's heart rate before exercise? Was Kate's heart rate higher or lower than Steve's? How high did Steve's heart rate raise during exercise? Did Kate's heart rate raise as high as Steve's? How quickly did Steve's heart rate fall or fail after exercise? Did Kate's heart rate fail as slowly as Steve? Now, student B take the part of Dr. Black, answer the questions from the table in activity 2. You can do this by yourself. No answer with me. Okay, try to be very wisely and to do this by yourself. Now write a paragraph. Activity 4. Write a paragraph of paragraph 1 of a report. Use information from activity 2. From activity 2 here. From activity 2. Now first write the title عنوان. Checking heart rate and fitness. Number 2. Read the information in the table again, then choose the best topic sentences. Steve and Kate have both got hearts. Chart 1. Choose to test. The test on Steve and Kate produce the following information. Use the chart and table in activity 2 to write the rest of the paragraph. Start your 3 parts of the paragraph like this. Before exercise, then during exercise, after exercise. This is how to write the composition or the report. Number 4, in each part, write first about Steve and then about Kate. Use connectors, but or however. This is the simple connectors. Number 5, after topics, sentences, continue like this. Before exercise, Steve's resting heart rate was beats a minute, but Kate's then during. Let's move to period 12 and unit task in unit 3. Tasting my heart and completing a report. بمعنى بدي أفحص قلبي وأكمل التقرير. شو بدي أسوي؟ أول حاجة بدي أصحى من النوم، أجيب دفتري قبل أنيمه جنبي وأسجل عند الاستيقاظ. أعد النبضات تاعوني، بعمل أصبعي هيك، بحط إيدي هنا وبعد، أو باجي من هنا هيك مع الأصبع بمشي بعد النبضات وبسجلها. بقوم بروح بفطر، بعمل كل الحاجات الحمام وبعد كمان مرة، وبروح بجري لي شوط وبرجع بعد كمان مرة، وبرتاح وبعد كمان مرة. هذا عشان تكمل الريبورت. إذا بدك ما بدك أنت حر، هذا برجع لكم أنتو يا طلابنا. أوكي. Now work and test your heart rates to complete charts to do these tasks. هاي هنا شرح لك المهمة. Copy charts 1 from period 11 activity 2 but not the lines for Steve and Kate. يعني ما تاخدش من Kate وستيف. Name it chart 2. Find number 2. Find your resting heart rates بتشوف عدد دقات قلبك. student A, student B, find your pulse and get ready to count her beats for quarter of minutes. يعني ربع دقيقة أو نص دقيقة أو ثلث دقيقة. ربع دقيقة يعني 15 دقيقة بدك تدخل. Student B, look at the watch, say start, and then after half minutes stops. Work out your resting hair rats for full minutes. Make notes. Number 3, find your heart rate during exercise. بدك تتمرن وتعمل. Student A, run as fast as you can on the spot for 2 minutes. Check your heart rate again as soon as you stop. Student B, look at the watch, say start, and then after 2 minutes stop. Work out your heart rate during exercise for a full minute. Make notes. Check number 4, check your heart rate after exercise. Check several times until your rates return to normal. Make notes. Number 5, use your notes to complete charts about yourself. Now, number 2, write paragraphs 2 of your report, checking heart rates and fitness. Choose the test topic sentences. Next, we did another test. Then we test our heart rates to complete charts 2. When we test my heart, we learn the following. Use number 2, use information from chart 2 to write the rest of the paragraph. Start the 3 parts of the paragraph as you did in paragraph 1. Activity 3, work in this. Prepare to write paragraph 3 of your reports. Choose the best topic sentences. This test has shown that I am fit enough. This test has shown that I am not fit enough. This test has shown how fit I am and what I need to do. Now read the question and decide your answer. Then answer the question. Then ask the answer the question. What do you think? The test has shown you. It has shown that I am fit enough already. It has shown that I am not quite fit enough. It has shown that I am not nearly fit enough. Number 2, so what do you need to do to get or to stay fully fit? Number A, so I think I just need to continue doing the exercise I already do. Number B, so I think I need to start doing about space minutes of exercise days. So number C, so I think I need to go training or play space for about space hours a week. Now the last one, question or activity in the unit. Write a paragraph 3. Use your answers to activity 3. مختصر الكلام المفيد. اكتب موضوع تعبير مكون من 15 ل 20 سطر. اشرح فيه حالتك الصحية ومدى لياقتك وقلبك كيف بيشتغل ومع تعد اللي اياه النبض. This is in summary of the unit and I will close here. Thank you very much. I hope that this will help you to answer the assignment, and unit 4 with our good help will come back soon. Okay, goodbye, and I hope you do well and your family. Goodbye.